Today we're gonna try the February Boxycharm Base Box products. This here will be my variation. If you haven't seen the unboxing, make sure you guys go check it out. But yeah, we're gonna dive on in. I'm gonna see whether or not there's any item that's gonna give me a hard time like the premium one. And if you haven't seen my premium unboxing and or the try on, you need to go check that out before you dive on into some of those products, because there was one that was an automatic fail for me. To start, I am going to try the Bali Balm Pineapple Lip Scrub. Funny enough, I get lip scrubs all the time and I never like really use them. I don't think I've found a scrub that actually works for me that I like. So we're gonna, she looks like that. She tastes good. Don't eat it, I mean, but she tastes good. The more I scrub, this dissipates. So it starts off like a nice little scrub, and I guess the little crystals disappear and turns into a balm somehow. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I need a better way to exfoliate my lips, because this just doesn't do it for me. It smells good. I'm gonna just leave it on my lips so it can hydrate, but look, all the little crystal thingies disappeared. So I'm gonna say that one is very similar to all the other ones that I've tried. The only one that was very different was the Jeffree Star one. Super gritty. The only thing about it is it was so messy and it smelled like pumpkin spice, and I didn't want to have like that scent of pumpkin spice all year round, so I just kind of and then it expired. That shows you how much I care about lip exfoliators, but it's nice to try new ones, I guess. I don't know. Are you into lip exfoliators? Like, because I'm not. Next, we're gonna use the Yensa primer. Let's see what she does. It says Essential Glow. This is what it looks like. So it has like a tint to it. See? Let's see if the more we blend it in, if it shifts to like more transparent. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But we are applying some foundation on top, so that's fine. Now my skin looks like hydrated and very luminous. It feels kind of like a moisturizer on the skin, and it gives it a really nice effect. So I'm not mad at this right here based on what it looks like right now. I do have to see how it grips onto my foundation and all that good stuff. So let's move on to that step. I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in 300. I'm gonna tap that in and then blend it out. I had to like get real close to the mirror to see what my pores are looking like. Okay, with just the foundation on top of that primer, you can still see the luminosity kind of beaming through. The foundation looks really pretty. It didn't do anything different to the foundation other than allowing that luminosity to seep through. It's sitting really well. My pores look the same, don't look any different at this point. Not that it's promising to blur your pores or anything like that, but I do want to tell you what I see here up close with the mirror. Looks really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and apply everything else on top. That way we can move on to the following product. Say hi. Guess who woke up from her nap? Yeah, you woke up from a nap. You got glitter on your forehead, Bubby. I know. Say hi to the people. You have glitter on your forehead, Mama. Hi, everybody. My name is Cam Cam. Say hi. Mama's here. Yeah. You want a snacky poo-poo? Yeah, snack. Okay, let's go get you a snack. I gotta get back to work, okay? Okay. I did everything else except the concealer because I really want to try this tool, but I do want to let you know that I want to take back what I said about the lip scrub. I applied a lip liner all over my lips. That's all I have. And this lip liner would normally emphasize the dry patches on the lips. I was willing to use it anyway because it looks so pretty just on its own, right? Zero dry patches. So not only did it remove whatever dry patches I had on my lips, but it also hydrated it. And my lips are really, really hydrated and they look good. So I take it back. I take back what I said about the scrub. I might actually keep it and actually use it. Now we're gonna try the brush, the tool, the 4-in-1. I was excited to see this in my box because I really wanted to try like a little sponge tip situation that would be in like a tool form like this. That way I didn't have to do one of these with an actual sponge. So this is exciting because I was gonna buy one. It wasn't like a 4-in-1 like this is. It was just like a little like stick thing with the sponge on the end. But I get to try this and see whether this is my jam or not. So let's work on the under eyes. I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown Corrector Stick in Peach. Now this is not meant to be a concealer, it's a color corrector. However, I've gotten away with just using this and nothing else. So I'm going to apply this first, blend that out, and I'll probably go in with concealer just to see how this works with two different kinds of formulas. Like a thicker one like the peach color corrector, and then a looser consistency like a regular liquid concealer. All right, let's see. And I read the box, it doesn't say anything about you having to wet it, so I didn't wet it. The shape is absolutely perfect, and it doesn't obstruct what you have going on, like cheekbone and down. So far, I like it. It did a really good job with the color corrector, so let's try a liquid concealer and see how that works. I don't want to apply too much because I've already color corrected. Once again, I'm going in with the very same tool, and it's still not damp. It's very dry. I admit it looks really good. It did a really good job. It doesn't look patchy or anything. So that's kind of exciting. I think I want to invest in the one-sided tool like this because I would really use that. Now that my concealer's on, we can move on to setting the under eye area. I'm gonna use the OPV London. This is a translucent setting powder. I sifted a little bit of the powder onto the cap, and I think I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna use the very same sponge tool side to apply the powder, and I am applying a heavy amount of powder because I want to try the brush side. Since I went in and applied my blush already, completely forgot about the brush side. I will use the brush side to blend away any excess powder. I have stopped baking, but since I forgot to use the actual brush, I'll use that today. We're gonna wait and see what that looks like. While we let the under eye bake, I'm gonna play around with the eyes. I am going to use these little tools because they're just here. If I'm gonna be realistic, I wouldn't use this on like a day-to-day. It's cute, maybe for emergencies when I'm traveling. Otherwise, I really wouldn't, cause this, you know? My lids are primed, so I'm gonna use, this feels so awkward, so different. I'm gonna use the Mercury Retrograde palette because you guys are absolutely loving her. It's right in front of me and she's gonna be easy to work with. So I feel like I want to go light, so I'm gonna use Off Balance. And I'm gonna apply that all over the lid. Guys, this feels so weird. It's like the handle is not long enough for me. This palette is just so easy to have fun with, I promise you. And then I'm gonna use the angled tip side to go into Vortex. And I'm gonna create a faux wing with Vortex. Okay, so the brush is easy to work with. It's just complicated because of the handle so small. And I'm gonna go like this and kind of pull it out with my finger. That way it starts to fade as you're pulling away and it looks really natural. Not natural, but you know what I mean, it looks prettier. Oh, this is gonna be complicated. Okay, so I am going to go like this. I'm gonna dip into Hot Mess a little bit with this side of the brush. And instead of using it like an eyeshadow brush to pack, I'm gonna turn it at an angle and I'm gonna apply that on the crease. Now, I know typically it's best to use a blending brush, but we don't have one right now, so I'm gonna show you guys. Say that you're building your collection right now and you do not have a full-on brush collection like I do and so many other people have. Don't feel bad, you can still use this brush to blend your crease. Takes a little while, but you'll be able to do it anyway. Now that we're there, right, we're here, I'm gonna take the angled side again with Vortex, and I'm gonna work the crease with Vortex. I feel like social media has this way of making people feel like things are way more difficult than they need to be, and they're not. As long as you take your time during the application process, you should be okay. I'm gonna take the fluffy side of the brush and I'm just gonna wipe this away. Grabbing a little more of Vortex, I will apply that on the lower portion of the eyes. I wanna wrap this little faux wing onto the bottom of the eyes, that way it connects. I'm not bringing it all the way in. I don't think it's necessary, and if anything, it's gonna make the eye look a little smaller. I'm creating this look so that my eyes look bigger and pulled up, kind of like a cat eye effect. I feel like this is gonna look real cute with a nude on the waterline. I'm just using NARS's, what is it? NARS Larger Than Life. I haven't done a nude on the waterline in like forever. And then to finish off the eye, I'm gonna pack on some mascara on the top and bottom, and of course I'm gonna go in with some falsies. I gave Cam some bubble wrap, so she's having a really good time over there. Okay, the eyes are pretty much done. You can leave it like this if you want to go for a matte look. See, the lashes are on, the mascara is on, but if you want to like take it up another notch, you can totally add a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna go into Supermoon. It is the white frosty shade, and I'm gonna use that as a topper. Here's the thing though. It is fairly creamy, so if you go in directly onto the lid with it from your finger, it's gonna build like a lot. So what you kind of want to do is blend it on the back of your hand first. At least that's how I like to use it. And then from the back of your hand, pop a little shimmer on there. Of course, you can totally skip this and go in with a normal glitter, like a loose or like a pressed glitter. But for me, I want to use this palette so that I can show you all of its potential. See, so by rubbing the product on the back of your palm, it's allowing you to go in with the smallest amount of the product and create more of a topper with the shadow. She's really enjoying that little bag, so if you hear that, like, my bad. I feel like now that the eyes are like done, they look really pretty. I'm gonna go in with a little more of Vortex, that really dark shade. I'm gonna smudge that out here a little bit, just to darken it up a smidge. All right, and I know that this video is not specifically about the eyeshadow palette, but I did use the brushes. I wanted to give you guys ideas on how you can use the brushes and create a bomb look. Now, the very last item I have to try is the Ace Beauty Glow Essentials Highlighter Palette. Not that I need any more like glow on my face, because I feel like the primer did its thing. My skin looks super luminous, but we're gonna use it anyway. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you a little bit of a trick to hide your texture. I'm gonna use a Sigma brush. This is a Soft Blend 50. And because the eyes are more on the pinky side, I think I'm gonna go into the shade Radiant, which is a pinky highlight. Tap that out. And I'm gonna apply that here. Can you guys see? You can kind of see my pores, which, I mean, we're human. We all have pores, right? So it's not a big deal. Like, if you do not care about your pores kind of showing, it is what it is, right? Typically, I don't cover it up all the time because I'm not made of plastic. We all know I have pores. But say that you have some texture that you kind of want to tone down because it looks like a lot, right? And you don't want to use a filter, but you want to hide it, tone it down. This is what I like to do on my skin and anyone that I'm working with. I like to take a mist, any mist. I'm going to use the Tulip Dew Mist by Bloom Effects because it's just like amazing and it's light and it doesn't like ruin your makeup. And I'm gonna lightly mist my skin as it is in its current situation where it's still wet. I don't want it to be dry. I am gonna grab product. I'm gonna use the OPV because it's in front of me. It's translucent. With a dry sponge, I use this sponge specifically for this little trick and I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna set that highlight that I just wet. Here is what it looks like now. You can still see my pores. You can still see that I have skin. And you can still see the luminosity from the highlight. So you're like not necessarily removing how intense it is. And then look at what it would look like if you don't do this step. You're just emphasizing your texture. Definitely a huge difference. And I would say you want to do this trick with a translucent powder because the translucent powder goes on pretty much clear and it's not going... You having fun with that little bubble wrap thing? It's not going to change the tone or the color of the product you're laying it on top of. Okay, here is the completed look. We're done trying every single one of the products. The only item that I literally was gonna be like, I don't care for, and I am like, was the lip exfoliating balm, and I'm not gonna lie, my lips are looking really good, so I kind of changed my mind. And my opinion after letting it sit on my lips for a good 10-15 minutes. Look. I like the 4-in-1 tool, the highlighter palette. It is yet another highlighter palette, but it's really pretty and it actually worked. Like a charm, it wasn't like powdery, chalky or anything like that, but Ace Beauty has a really great formulas. Can't complain about that. And the primer did its thing. My skin already looked luminous prior to applying the highlighter. I personally think this box was a home run for me. I really liked this variation. Make sure you leave a comment telling me whether or not this is a variation you personally would like. Do not forget, I do have a giveaway that is currently live. I will link the video for that giveaway down below. That way you see everything that I'm featuring in the giveaway, and then you can enter to be my Galentine this year. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys!